Good day, everybody. Good day. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Lenora. Yes, good morning to you. Good morning, Vanessa. I hope everyone is doing well. Good day. It's Friday, y'all. This week went by so quickly. It went by so quickly. I hope everyone is ready for the weekend, have some plans to just spend some time taking care of yourselves this weekend. How about that? Yes, Lenora, Lenora, you are so on it. I told you you need to be my publicist. You need to be my publicist. Yes, we just need just one more on Facebook, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen today. Let's say that. Let's declare it already done. Yes, happy Friday, Vanessa. Happy Friday. I hope you are good. I hope you're good. So, welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa, and I am Red Melissa. And SIP stands for Spirit and Practice. Someone asked me the other day, what does SIP stand for? And I said, oh, Spirit and Practice. And they was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So yes, it's all about the practice. It's all about the practice, isn't it, Wayne? Yes, it is. Because the practice is what makes it perfect. The practice is what makes it perfect. The perfection is in the practice. Yes, it is. So we are in our Invisible series and we are wrapping it up today. And it's been a wonderful week. Good day, Nan. Hasn't it been a good week? It's been a good week. It feels like the energy has shifted somewhat. Yeah, everyone's exhaling still, right? But it's all about the invisible. It's all about the unseen. That's what we're going to focus our attention and our intentions on because we know that spirit itself cannot be seen, it can be felt. It can be felt. And so you've been feeling your quality of God that you are, feeling your quality of God that you are. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling the quality, Regina? The quality of God that you are. Yes. And we got a good example of that, right? We got a good example of that when I was talking yesterday about that brilliant young woman, Amanda Gorman, when she spoke her words, right? Her words that were in the invisible. Those words were in the invisible, and she was the vessel in which they became visible and blessed this land. Bless this land. And we all know what that felt like. So that's the example we can use. If you're like, oh, I don't know what it feels like, just tap back into that feeling that you had when you were watching and listening to her. So it's all in the feeling tone, right? And the feeling is in the invisible. It's within us. It is within us. So we are consciously uniting with that quality. That's the work for 2021. If you want to win in 2021, then be that which you are. Be that which you are and harness it. Harness it and then let it go. Share it with the world. Yes? All right. So I promised yesterday that I was going to answer some questions that came up, say cool, and Pastor Al. And so I had two questions, and both were from Nan. So, Nan, I'm going to answer one of your questions. And then the other question I'm going to answer a little bit later to this morning. All right? All right. So, the question that you posed when we were talking about the fruit, right? And the question you asked is, what if something looks like good fruit and turns out to be false? It looks good, but it turns out to be false. So let's remember that we are focused not on that which is seen, right? Our original attention, the first place we go is within the invisible. That's the first place we go because what we see is the effect. So if we focus on the effect, we're not going to get to the root, right? So before we see the fruit, right, before the fruit bears itself, it's germinating. It's germinating in the soil, right? So if it's a bad seed, it's going to produce bad fruit. It's going to produce bad fruit. So it could look good, right? There are many things that look good. And then when we look closer, when we in tune in our intuition, when we tune into what it feels like, we're like, something's not right about that. You get a little unsettling feeling. And that's where trusting our intuition comes into play. Because everything that look good ain't good for you, right? Ain't good for you. So we are focused on the cause, right? And remember, remember, it's about the seeds that you are sowing, not about anybody else's seed, right? It's not about anybody else's seed. What are you thinking? What are you spending your time doing and being? Because you will see it outpictured. And sometimes, beloved, that good fruit that looks good, and then you realize that it ain't so good, is a reflection. It's a reflection. It's an opportunity for us to take a look at ourselves, to take a look at what we might be projecting out into the world that is showing up looking like good, but it really is something else. It's really worry, or it's doubt, or it's limitation, right? It's those false prophets that our brother Jesus talked about, right? The false prophets are worry and doubt and separation and lack and limitation. It's being lukewarm about your life. Yes? So it might look good, but you got to look deeper than the appearance of it, right? Our brother Jesus said, don't judge by the appearance, but you still need to use your intuition to see if there is something there for you to see, not with these eyes, but with your spiritual eyes, to take you deeper within your subconscious mind, to see what your pattern of thinking is that is producing good fruit, so-called good fruit that turns out to be false, right? And the false is just an error. It's just an error in our thinking. It's just a misuse of the power. It's just a misuse of the power, right? And so we have the opportunity to come back into alignment with it, to come back into alignment. So we don't have to get all down and out and beat ourselves up and call ourselves names and judge ourselves or judge others. It's an opportunity for us to see rightly with our spiritual eyes, right? Because we know the truth by its fruits. We know the truth by its fruits. And the other thing I want to say about that is a lot of times we judge things as false or not good, but all things work together for the good who love the Lord, right? All things work together for the good. So I know we can all recall a time in our lives when we was going through some stuff and we called it bad. We called it, upset. We called it the worst experience of our lives. We called it heartbreak. We called it disappointment. We called it a step back. We called it a falling out. And then we realized it was from that experience that we got to go deeper. We got to align ourselves with the truth again and realize that that fallout, that falling down was a stepping stone to something greater, to something greater. So let's not get caught up in the judging of the good, the bad, the false, right? Let's focus. Let's focus at the root. Let's focus at the level of cause, at the level of cause. And then the fruit that is bared, the fruit that we see, we know even before we taste it, that is all good. That is all good. So I want to read something that I read the other day just to anchor this for you all again. Because if this was a question for Nan, I know it was a question for others, right? So Ernest Holmes wrote in the Science of Mind text, and I read this the other day. We are to know the truth by its fruits. The invisible things of God are manifested through the visible, and unless the invisible thought and desire of man is in line with the truth, his acts will fall into error. While we are told not to judge, we are clearly warned not to fall under the illusion of accepting the false for the truth. So let's not fall under the illusion of accepting the false as the truth. And what that means is accepting the effect as the truth. The, the truth is the cause. The truth is in the invisible. Yes? So that's where we want to focus and do our work. We want to do it from that place, at the root, in the soil, with good seeds. Yes? All right. So I love this idea of the illusion, right? And so yesterday, in my 365 Days of Richer Living book, I read yesterday today, because it's a long story. I read yesterday's today, and it talks about the illusion, of course. So that was no accident that I read yesterday's today. And I was going to talk about illusion in the realm of invisible. And this what they write. Jesus tells us not to judge. Jesus tells us to judge not according to appearances. However, he did not tell us that appearances are unreal. The unreality of appearances lies not in the thing itself, but rather in our interpretation of it. Right? So when we can get to the place where we're like, we're going through a challenge and we're still like, it's all good. It's all good. And we know it. We're not just saying it. It's not a spiritual bypass, right? We're dealing in the reality with a small r, but we are keeping our spiritual eyes focused on the reality with a large R, with a capital R, right? It's how we interpret it. It's our perception of it. Yes? Because we all been through some things. We all been through some things. And then when we have a perspective about it, we can see the gift in it. We could see the learning that we received through it. We could see the teaching of it. Yes? So what if we started there? What if we started right there? We're experiencing a illusion of something not being right. And we start with all is well. Even as I go through this, even as I go through this journey, all is well. All is well. And you operate from that position. Yes? So that's the work. We're working in the invisible realm where everything begins, where everything is already. All right. All right. So we focus on the cause because invisible is not the effect. Visible is the effect. Invisible is the cause. Invisible is the cause. All right. And we're seeing with our spiritual eyes. So, Nan, I hope that answers that question for you. I hope that answers that question for you. And then the other question, because Nan's the only one that asks questions, y'all. So the other question Nan had was, okay, Nan, is the C is about the seed you sow for yourself. Okay, looking at the possibility of seeing other people's fruit and maybe taking it. But we should be busy sowing our own good seed. Oh, yes, girl. You got it. You got it. You got it. That's, that's what I say when I'm coaching folks. That's when I say, and they start talking about other people's fruit. I say, you need to mind your business. You need to mind your business. Bless yourself. Get back over into your own soil. Yes, yes, yes. Get back into your own soil. You got it, Nan. You got it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I love that. So, Nan, your other question was, we don't all have amazing ancestors to look or call on. Any suggestions on how to get around that? So, I know this came up yesterday when I was sharing um, Amanda Gorman's what she says before she recites a poem, and she calls on her ancestors, and that's what she's doing. She's calling on her ancestors, and she ended by saying they call me. And when she said that in the interview with Anderson Cooper on CNN, it gave me chills. It gave me chills, right? And our ancestors are in the invisible realm. So, Nan, your question about what if you don't have amazing ancestors to call upon? So, I'm going to answer it like this. And then for a more intimate one-on-one conversation, that's where the deeper answer is, and that's where the deeper work is for you, right? And for any of us who might be feeling this way, right? So our ancestor, if you feel this way, that you don't have amazing ancestors to look or call on, mother, father, God, the great ancestor of us all, call on them, call on that, call on it, mother, father, God. Yes. And then our physical ancestors, that's where the work is, right? There might be forgiveness work there. There might be some some things that we are tethered with, that we're holding on to, that we need to let go. And that's where one-on-one coaching comes in, right? So it's not a easy breezy solution if you have that feeling and that pattern of thinking, right? Because it's much deeper than that. It's much deeper than that. So call on your mother, father, God, the divine, the universe, the great ancestor, right? Call on that, and guess what? Because it's calling you all the time. It's calling you all the time. And the question is, will we answer? Will you answer the call, right? Will you answer the call? All right. So those were all the questions. Those were all the questions about the invisible and our ancestors. And if you want to take this deeper, if this series has struck a chord with you, if this series has unearthed a seed that has been planted in your subconscious mind, then that's why I'm here. This is my yes. This is the work that I do with people. Oh, good, Nan. I'm glad that helped a lot. If you want to take it deeper, one-on-one coaching, just reach out, DM me, and we could set up some time to do that. Okay? That goes for everyone. Everyone watching now and everyone watching later. All right. All right. So this is my work. I love the invisible realm. When we do purpose coaching, I call myself a purpose coach. The purpose is in the invisible. Purpose is not in the effect, it is in the cause. It is in the cause. Why are you here? That is a question of cause, not effect. So if you're running around trying to figure out what is yours to do, sit yourself down and DM me so that we can do this work together. Yes? All right. All right. So that wraps up our Invisible series. Yes, it wraps up our Invisible series. I hope it was good for you because it was certainly good for me. And so I am Rev Melissa, and it is always my joy to be with you all in our morning sip right here on the New Thought Media Network. I'm a licensed interfaith minister or ordained interfaith minister, a licensed religious science practitioner, and a purpose coach. And I say that Triune is my ministry of joy, where I support people in living life in joy, connected to their yes. Connected to their yes. All right. All right. Good, good, good. So, you know what time it is? It's time for some joy news. It's time for some joy news. Yes, it is. So, the joy is in the giving and in the receiving. It's in the law of circulation. So, if you would love to donate through a love offering to my ministry of joy, I would appreciate that. You can do so through Cash App and through Venmo. So love offerings, Cash App, Venmo at I am Rev Melissa, and I appreciate it in advance. Thank you so much for the giving and the receiving. Yes, yes, yes. So, other joy news, we have our meditation with the moon coming up. So the registration is open now. I posted it yesterday. And Lenora, I gotta shout out my girl Lenora. Lenora, I posted it last night and like 2 minutes later, Lenora had registered. So Lenora's the first person to register. She's like, I gotta be in it. I gotta be in it. And this, you have to be in it. You have to be in the room where it happens, as they say in Hamilton. The room where it happens, and the room where it happens is on Zoom, Meditating with the Moon, January 29th, 4 a.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. You must register to get the Zoom link. Okay, we have a good time. It's not like this morning practice, this morning sip is a spiritual practice that we do together, and we do a significant meditation. So please join me if you want to experience meditating with the moon. We have a good time. It's more intimate, there's more interaction. It's lovely. So check that out, January 29th. And then you'll know I'm thrilled about my new show, Living Life in Joy with Rev Melissa. Oh, we got some good guests coming up, so please stay tuned for that. It's on Wednesdays at noon Eastern Time, and it's streamed right here on Facebook and on YouTube. So I hope you can join me and spread the news, spread the news, Living Life in Joy, weekly Wednesdays, noon Eastern Time. All right. Then January 30th, we're going to do some work. We're going to do some work. We're going to take a deeper dive with the 30-day mental diet, spiritual book club. Oh, I love the spiritual book club. So the 30-day mental diet by Willis Kinnear. Please join me. It's 5 consecutive Saturdays starting January 30th, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. And you must register also. So please register today. Don't wait till the last minute. Register today. Get it off your to-do list. And then join me on January 30th at 10:30 Eastern Time on Zoom. All right? And it's free by love offering. Okay. So I thank you all for following me on Facebook, on Instagram. We're going to keep it going. The deadline is January 31st. Lenora told me we got one more for Facebook, and we'll be at 500. All right, Lenora. Lenora's keeping an eye on things, and I so appreciate it. So we're going to keep it going. January 31st, I will share where we are, this or something better. All right? So spread the news, especially over there on Instagram. Okay? All right. And then speaking of expanding and following and supporting, thank you for supporting my Joy Line, my Sip Joy mug, which I say is 15 ounces of deliciousness. It's almost 2 cups of joy, y'all. 2 cups of joy. So please get yours. And we're expanding with our t-shirt. Live life in joy. Yes, we got a joy team going on, and my cousin Vanessa is heading up the yes team, the connect to your yes, the connect to your yes. So please support my ministry by purchasing items from my joy line. They make wonderful gifts. And February, what's the holiday in February? Valentine's Day. It's a wonderful Valentine's Day gift to give some joy to the loved ones in your life. So consider that. And lastly, I just want to give a shout out. Yesterday, y'all, I was having a day. I was having a day yesterday. And I came home. Vanessa said she got her yes tea yesterday. All right, Vanessa, she got it yesterday. Do you love it? Do you love it? It's so wonderful. I'm so glad you got it. Girl, Regina, go ahead, girl. Go on Etsy. I am Red Melissa. I have an Etsy store right there, and get yourself a connect to your yes shirt and join Team Vanessa. Vanessa is doing it with the yes. All right. All right. Yes, yes. Oh, all right. Let me see now. Hope we broadcast. Okay, okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Red Breast was just telling me some news there. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. We're streaming on many platforms, many platforms. All right. And speaking of Red Breast, which I'm probably saying his name wrong, but speaking of that, he is the founder, the creator, and the visionary of the New Thought Media Network. And I'm just so grateful for his support, for amplifying what I'm doing. So if you would like to donate to positivity, donate to New Thought Media Network, you can donate at their website, ntmedia.org. Just press the donate button, or you could donate via the description in the link on my page. Yes? So I was saying, y'all, I was having a day yesterday, and when I came home, I had two packages. So I said, oh, let me open up these packages. So I opened up one of them, and this is what it was. I hope y'all can see this good. It is the award. It's the award from Sekou Wrights, the creator of Hero Hoodies, and our Congregation of Joy was the winning team by purchasing 21 hoodies that went to the unhoused in Nashville, Tennessee. And remember, we were in a love competition with Army Jones, right? And we won. We won. Nan and Simone took us over the top, And our team, everyone in the Congregation of Joy who purchased a hoodie will be receiving a team hoodie in the mail. Soon come. And I became the model on Sekou Wright's store, Etsy store for the Hero hoodie. And I got this lovely award. So I did not do this alone. It was the Congregation of Joy. It was you all who heard the call. They call us, right? You heard the call and you answered by giving. You answered by giving. So it says, you make a difference. Hero, Rev Melissa, Congregation of Joy 2021. Oh, I just love it. Thank you so much, Sekou. Thank you, my brother. I love you so much. It is just so awesome. And the work continues. It doesn't end here, y'all, because the Hero hoodies will be in Memphis in March. That's the next drop, right? The movement is going to Memphis in March, where hoodies will be given to the unhoused. And Sekou has expanded the line also. So it's hoodies, there's toboggans, the caps, warm caps, buy one, give one also. So please check out SekuWrites.com and see all the wonderful things that he is doing around the homeless, what we call the unhoused. Yes? All right, all right, all right, y'all. So I think that is it. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. You know I'm not on Saturday, so have a good day off from Morning Sip tomorrow. I need to work on my podcast, y'all. That's what I need to do. So I will get back to the podcast, dropping episodes there. And then on Sunday, we have Sunday in Praise at 10:30 a.m. So please join me Sunday on Instagram. On Sundays, I'm on Instagram, y'all. So Sundays, 10:30 a.m. live. All right? All right, y'all. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes. Connected to our yes.